In today's Minecraft video, you will see how I survived 8,978 Minecraft days in creative mode. Now this is me. Here I am standing on some snow blocks, yet to move from my original position. Even though there's an abnormal amount of creepers right in front of me and even walking towards me, I am not scared at all because I can fly and I am in creative. Alright, but for real, day 1, I start flying around observing the terrain. I fly a little bit forward and I spot a village right in front of me. Now this is actually quite a nice village and I wouldn't mind building my base here. But as I am in creative, I'm not really worried about the village's well-being, so we're just gonna blow it up and move on with our lives. I was craving some more destruction and found another village on a mountaintop and decided, hey, I'm gonna blow this up too, so we just do this. And then we placed a lever on a TNT and just kind of flew away and watched it all go down. And boom, wow, all the mountain was gone and my saturation for destruction was fulfilled. I decided it was time to build and I found these two awesome caves which I'm going to settle in. It was suddenly nighttime, so it was time to sleep, and now we go on to day 2. I think 3 though, because there was somehow creepers in front of me, so here's day 3. I started off going through the list of blocks I had to build with and tried to find the perfect one. I then spotted the most beautiful block my eyes have ever seen and decided to build with it. And it was now that my revelation was complete. I had built the most beautiful thing anyone had ever seen. I had filled everything with wet sponge, and it was now that I was happy in my amazing new Minecraft world. And it was then I sought to seek the further depths of Minecraft. I think those are words. But of course, first I had to sleep to go to day 4, so let's just do that real quick. Here we go. And what in the world is happening? And as I wake up, not where I was sleeping, I move on to the places I was seeking. Oh, of course, as Minecraft, I need to mine the diamonds, and I did, just like that. I then decided to, you know, mess up everything here and light it up with no lights and make everything bright and good for the YouTube video. And it was then, while scrolling through my inventory, I set my eyes on the second most beautiful block I had ever seen. And it was with this I tried to make the most powerful puzzle anyone had ever seen, but it wouldn't let me, so I had to try something else. And it was then it came to my realization that I can enchant it with an anvil. So of course I did, and I now wielded the most powerful puzzle anyone had ever seen. And it was with this I sought to destroy the Ender Dragon and his whole end dimension, so I set out to find the stronghold. But unfortunately, it seemed like I could never find it, so I needed to employ a different tactic. First, I needed to go to the nether so that I could find something. And in that nether, I needed to travel some more for some reason. And I also needed to make sure I progressed in my days. So we had to sleep in a bed. And then we continued on searching for the stronghold in the nether. It was then I decided to make another nether portal and hop on through again, go to the overworld. And it was in this overworld I decided to travel even more to try to get to the end, because in the end I could of course slay the Ender Dragon. And it was with this last click I suddenly stumbled upon the Ender portal. And it was with this last breath I decided to take one last sleep in the overworld before I went into the end, because in the end I would face the strongest challenger in the whole world, the Ender Dragon. I came to the end and immediately was affected by all this pink stuff because I had night vision on me. I then went straight for the throat and decided to destroy all of the end crystals before I started even fighting the dragon or even looking at him. There is no challengers that can hold me back. I will destroy all of your end crystals right away before you can even spawn in for some reason. And it was with that last one right there I decided to furiously attack the Ender Dragon. I then started furiously flying after the Ender Dragon, trying to hit him, even though that's a really hard challenge. But of course, for my puzzle, no challenge is hard enough, because with a couple of punches this Ender Dragon was going down down with nothing. I mean, like nothing. But I decided I needed to upgrade my pod soul a little more, so I just, you know, duplicated, put that there, and super, and suddenly it was named Super, and I now decided to one-shot the dragon with what I had left. So I flew after the dragon again, decided to just spam click near him, and hopefully I'll hit him. And with this last click here, he was going down like it wasn't even a fight. My pod soul has ended this whole man's career in an instant. And it was with this I saw the Enderman mad at him for some reason, even though what? Anyway, the sky stopped being pink. And suddenly I had to improv some more because the sky stopped being pink for some reason. And then I decided to sleep one last time and then hop on through to the overworld again, where I could safely rule over my pod soul empire with no threat of the Ender Dragon being in sight because he is gone. So I just went on to create the biggest pod soul empire anyone had ever seen. And with that, I spent my over 8,000 days, I don't remember what I said at the start, in my Minecraft creative world because I slept like 10,000 times in 1 second, and therefore I have done this challenge properly. Long live the pod soul empire, because it is the best or something like that. Hope you all have enjoyed this little thing. Of course, no discredit to anyone who actually does these, because that takes an immense amount of effort, at least like 30 hours of actual Minecraft recording. But yeah, I just felt like doing this because I was bored. And yeah, welcome back to Mogi Leaves the Video. Subscribe.